Hi, one more 5-minute podcast in this outfit, and then I'll try to do some in a different outfit. But I wanted to show you more of my yarn from my neighbor in the freezer bag. So if you missed that reference, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch every 5-minute crochet podcast from the last month. So I've been afraid, I admit it, to pull this yarn out of the freezer bag, out of the big trash bag, but I think it's safe. It looks really good. I'm not seeing any evidence of anything untoward in my yarn, but I am keeping it in the garbage bag until I'm ready to use it. So go back and watch if you have no idea what I'm talking about, but maybe it's better left unsaid. So I do have 5 balls of this luscious, I love vintage DK, and this is still part of that that huge sale that Knit Picks had. I think it was Knit Picks. I'm pretty sure it was Knit Picks. Underneath this video, and under most of my videos, if you click the word more underneath the description, there's links, and it's affiliate links for Knit Picks and Love Crafts and Amazon. And if you feel like going shopping, Knit Picks and Love Crafts always have great sales. And so a ways back, I bought a whole bunch of yarn, including one of my favorite yarns of all time, Vintage DK. And I bought like 5 balls of each color because that's my magic number when I'm trying to figure out like how much of a yarn to buy when I don't have a specific project in mind. So this one is, it's called Smoke. It's color 2106. It's a size 3. It's 52% acrylic, 40% wool, 8% nylon, machine wash, inside out in cold water, gentle cycle, lay flat to dry. But this color is so pretty. It is a kind of a, well, it's called Smoke, but it's almost like a bluish gray, which I think would be beautiful for boys or girls. And in terms of a baby blanket or something, but it's got just a really nice sheen to it. And I just wanted to show you yet another item from that purchase that I did. And so it is DK, although it's kind of a fat DK. I don't know. It's awfully squishy though. So I think I probably could use a size H hook with it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Do you have any ideas what I should do with it? Maybe I should make myself a corner to corner shawl with this. I haven't decided, but I just wanted to show you another item that I bought in my yarn splurge when I bought the yarn that was so deeply on sale. These are usually, I want to say it retails for like $12 or $14 a hank, and I think I got them for $8. So I think I got a good deal. I don't remember exactly how cheap they were, or inexpensive. But Barocco is one of my favorite yarns. Did you know that Barocco, the name Barocco, I always assumed before I knew that it was an Italian name, Barocco, but actually it's it is a combination of the founders of the company's names. And I'm trying to remember what the BER was, what the name was for B, but the last name, Barocco. Oh, I can't believe I'm actually CO was company. So BER and then RO are 2 different names. So it was like Bernard and Rosenberg Company. And that's how they came up with the name Barocco. Now, don't quote me on the names because I forget now. Like now that I start talking, I forgot them. But it's made up of 2 men's last names who created this company. It's founded in the northeastern part of the United States. Their company was in Rhode Island for a long time, and then they recently sold the brand. I forget to who. It's still labeled under Barocco, which was the 2 gentlemen's first letters of their last names, and then CO for company. So Barocco is actually not Italian, but actually Burr something and Rosenberg, I think, were the last names of the 2 men who started the company. And I just have always really loved their yarns. I feel like, and it's not a sales pitch. I mean, yeah, I get an affiliate link, but in terms of the company, like, it's just the colors are usable. The fibers are stable and usable. Like, there's other companies. There used to be a company called Taki Stacy Charles, or Taki, and they had great yarns too, but they would be like eyelash yarn and disco yarn and metallic yarn, and they had this big super bulky yarn that had like crocheted flowers every so often. It was a nightmare. Like, they asked me to try to come up with a crochet design for it, and it was just like, it was very unusable. Like, like, who wants applique crocheted flowers like woven into the yarn? So it's not like you could just make the project and then decide where the flowers would go. It was in the yarn, and they were big, and so you had to like be careful, like stitch, 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 flower, stitch, 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 flower. So like, you couldn't like strategize where to put the flowers. So wherever they happened to end up, that's where they were going to be. And it was just a nightmare. I never did come up with a reasonable design for that. It was a big old fail in a lot of ways. But Barocco, on the other hand, as opposed to Taki Stacy Charles, who also had a lot of lovely staple yarns, Barocco was more I don't say I would say conservative yarns, but they were more, I don't know that basic is the right word either. I don't know. They just fit my style better. Call it boring, call it basic, call it stable. I don't know. But that's all for today. I hope to see you tomorrow on another pre-recorded episode of the 5-Minute Crochet Podcast, and hit the affiliate links below if you feel like shopping or window shopping. And otherwise, just give me a thumbs up and tell me if you have any Taki Stacy Charles in your stash, or if you have any metallic or disco yarn or eyelash yarn still in your stash. I will see you next time. Bye.